Now I've seen.
All right, good evening, everybody. How are you today? All right, we will be waiting 10 minutes. We're still operating under, waiting for Mayor Henyard to see if she'll be present. If not, we'll begin the meeting with Mayor Pro Tem. So 10 minutes, we'll start at 6:40.
Hi, Sting. What's up?
Yeah, they did. It was like this when I came.
You can sit by me.
I thought we were doing our thing.
I thought y'all was.
I don't know who moved.
When I got in here, I seen
Time is 6 to order.
Evening. Tammy Brown,
Present.
Trustee Norwood,
Present.
Trustee House is absent. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Next, I'll ask everybody to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you remain standing, I'll ask.
Fast walk.
Prayer, but I would like to actually just read a few verses from the Word of God out of 1 Corinthians, the 13th chapter. It says, if I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but I have not love for others growing out of God's love for me, then I have become only a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal, just an annoying distraction. And if I have the gift of prophecy and I speak a new message from God to the people, and understand all mysteries and possess all knowledge, and if I have all sufficient faith so that I can remove mountains, but do not have love, reaching out to others, I am nothing. If I give all my possessions to feed the poor, and if I surrender my body to be burned, but do not have love, it doesn't mean no good at all. Love endures with patience and serenity. Love is kind and thoughtful. It is not jealous or envious. Love does not brag and is not proud or arrogant. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not provoked, not overly sensitive and easily angered. It does not take into account a wrong endured. It does not rejoice at injustice, but rejoices with the truth. Love prevails.
Thank you very much. Everybody be seated. First item on the agenda is public comment. So we'll ask anybody who has comments for this body, please come to the podium. We have a 3-minute timer, and then I'll notify you if the time exceeds.
Good evening. First of all, I want to say congratulations to my new mayor and the board. I passed out a document, and anyone that did not get it that would like it afterwards, just so you have an idea where I'm coming from. I had a conversation with Mayor-elect House and told him I would be doing this tonight. And I'll read it to you. There are two of us. So, Mayor House Board and my Dolton neighbors, not just my immediate neighbors, but my village. Some of you may not understand my concerns and will probably not even care, but my neighbors and I still have concerns with the establishment at the entrance of our residential area, St. Patrick's Steakhouse. We know we all like glitz and glamour, and I'm not against that. We are not against economic development for Dolton. We need it, and we need it bad. The initial issue with the building was the fact that the residents, because of the distance to the residential homes and the busy corner, were not engaged. Because some things that have happened in the area prior, we are concerned. I and others my neighbor and some other neighbors who haven't made it here yet. Had those conversations with the owners and even invited them to come out and talk with us at the T, sort of a town hall. They said yes, then they said no, as they felt it would ruffle the mayor's feathers. Never mind our feathers. As existing business persons within the village, we knew the mayor was bypassing steps for them to keep their existing liquor license while denying others their license. The building is here, so we must deal with it. The dog and pony show we received on the Saturday of the T was just that, a dog and pony show. They started their presentation out with, we can't really answer anything because of litigation, so the questions were not answered. Some were and some weren't. I have spoken to the original engineer from whom the issues regarding the building came from, and I have spoken to the second engineer from his last correspondence of July 2024, indicating it was not done. He verbally stated he was not provided the documentation he needed to complete the task. Safety of the structure inside and out is most definitely paramount, but my concern goes further.
We reached 3 minutes. Will you be sharing your 3? Gotcha.
I had an opportunity to speak with one of the owners regarding the trash. That's my major concern, the trash. I've made a joke of it. I do not want rats and raccoons coming in my house with a suitcase. That's simple. We're concerned about our neighborhood. And if they're not, then I will expect this board, along with this community, to make sure they hold up their end of the bargain. I have, I won't read it all, you've got it, but I have reports. I have inspections. I have inspections that are lies. I have an inspection that says that the containers were there January 30th. The first opening wasn't until February. The containers were placed there this past Friday. So I'm trying to figure out how an inspector can sign off on this document and how we accept it. I do not have inspections from the original complaint that the trustees brought to us. They say it's done, but where do we see that it's done? It's that simple. I thought it was my duty, and if we're going to be open, honest, and transparent as we say we are, not just the trustees, but us as citizens. And because they're in doesn't mean we turn our backs on them. It means we have to continue to help them be accountable. This is my home. I live at 15101 Blackstone. Any blind I open in my house, that's what I see. Less than 500 feet from my house. And if I don't ask for right, who will? Thank you.
Thank you very much. If I may, you got 1 minute left, but I have 2, if I may make 2 comments. First, yeah, I got it. I got it paused. Okay, so you got 1 minute, 2 seconds, but I do first want to acknowledge and congratulate newly elected trustee Mary Avant to the Thornton Township Board. So those comments have been shared, and of course, we've had many dialogue on this. So we have, as a board member, we have a couple of different concerns and ongoing that we will make sure we continue to monitor. First and foremost, we want to make sure that the village has done all proper steps needed in the process of this building opening. We have our attorneys that will be reviewing everything and have been in ongoing review to make sure all inspections have been done, all things have been passed, structure leased, because the last thing the village wants, of course, is a disaster, and we definitely do not want any additional litigation. So that's step 1. Part 2 on there is we care greatly and tremendously. So when we're talking about the debris and everything that's over there, not only for this business, but all businesses, we want to make sure they are aware. Code enforcement, and I will be riding around, the trustees will be riding around, and we will be talking to all business owners. So in the coming days and months, there will be warnings issued, and if those warnings are not heeded, tickets will be following in every step of enforcement. We will clean up this community, so I want to make sure that is understood too. Having said that, please.
Thank you. And once again, congratulations. Proud of all of you. To add to Mary, the owners now own the soccer dome. And previously, attached to the soccer dome, going at the backyards of 51st Street, there's a privacy wood fence. It's painted red in color, and it has warning signs posted on it. I made some pictures, but I mean, it's my phone. But anyway, that fence, yes, it's in bad shape, but it still is up there. When you get to Blackstone, 150th and Blackstone, that fence continued, and it butted to the back end of the Veterans Hospital. That is where St. Patrick is at. On that side, that privacy for Blackstone is gone. That was one additional layer of safety that we could feel. We didn't have to worry or concern about you get out of the bowling alley, you end up hanging out, you just run on through people's backyards. If they could put that fence, the extension of that fence, just you come by there and take a look at it, you'll see it's gone on the Blackstone side. And that would give some kind of protection for that lady that lives at 150th and 150-26 South Blackstone. Her whole front yard is trashed. Okay? I don't know about the potholes, but they are huge. 151st and Blackstone and down the street from Diekman Elementary School, huge. The whole on 151st and Blackstone, my neighbor Patrick couldn't be there, but he had to get towed out. And he has a pickup truck. He had to get a tow in order to get his vehicle out of that hole. That was recently, 2 days ago.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Greetings, everyone. First of all, I'd like to congratulate everyone that won in their respective races in both here and Thornton Township. I think right now I'm feeling more optimistic than I have about the village of Dolton, and I've been here since 1989. I feel more optimistic now than I ever have because I see we have good people in place. I also noted on the agenda, there's a list of businesses that have been denied permits and licenses and so forth right there on the agenda on the first page there. And we definitely need to concentrate on getting those open and, in compliance with all the rules, obviously. But we do have a long line of businesses that have been done wrong over the last 4 years, and that is stifling the growth of this city and this entire community. This is not just one place. There's a list of places. And this is going on for far too long. So priorities being what they are, I'm glad to see that's on today's agenda. Secondly, there's a big elephant in the room we need to address. It has to do with our educational system. I think eventually we're going to have to team up with Thornton Township officials to get some sort of resolution to the school board problem we have. What we have right now is people getting paid at a premium rate, but we're getting dollar store results in our grades, okay? That cannot continue. So we're gonna have to band together, come up with some kind of tutoring programs or something, and hopefully we can communicate well with the new school board members, but we also have to step forward. Now, as you can see, I'm way too old to have children in school, but a lot of people that have children in school need to join this effort because it can't be just the elected officials. Everything that has been done for the last few years has been a joint effort by both the community and the elected officials that stood up to the tyranny that we were living under. So that's a two-pronged approach. Hopefully, with a partnership between Dolton and Thornton Township and looking at the problem holistically, we can get our school system back together, and we can also come up with some kind of reasonable pay scale for the Dolton school district people. We know who they are. I mean, we've seen it. And just how do you get voted another 20,000 when you're already at 480? And then you got the worst results almost in the whole darn city, not city, the whole state. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. So we're gonna have to do something with that. And just one more thing, we gotta get our voter turnout up. All the work that everybody did in the last 2 elections, been out in the cold and the rain and whatnot. The best we could do was 26% in the February 25th primary, and that was, in this area, that was the #1, I believe.
We reached the 3-minute mark.
That was the biggest turnout there was. So we need to get on our neighbors, get them out here, and hopefully we can continue to grow. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
First of all, I want to give honor to God. I want to give him all the honor and all the glory for this great turnout. For our new elected officials, I congratulate you. I am so happy and excited to see you all continue in your role as mayor, trustees, and Madam Clerk, and our new attorney. I give you all the respect in the world, and I just feel overwhelmed that we all did this, and it wasn't just them. It was you, the residents, that came out and showed out. And for my new elected official, Mary, along with myself, I promise to do the best job that I could possibly do for Thornton Township, so both the township and the city can get out of the red and be productive. And I commend every resident that came out and showed out. And Mr. Lee is absolutely correct. In the event we do not show up, Springfield is not gonna listen to us. They're gonna look at another municipality that came out and produced more votes than we did. We have to come out and exercise our rights to vote. I was at St. Patrick's this past Friday. The place is drop dead gorgeous. The event, the food was fantastic. And I'm sure, and I will go over there myself and look at the fence and speak with the owners to see, can we correct that problem? I've even suggested, and I don't know how that might work out, that even the residents on a block, just like they do in the city, get, what are they, signs to put in front of the residents' houses to say no parking if it's conducive to the village. And I'm sure we can rectify this because that's a beautiful establishment, and I hope to see more businesses come to Dolton because we can definitely use the tax revenue. So I'll go over there myself, look around, have those hard conversations, and hopefully we can correct that so everybody can be happy. Thank you.
Hey, I do want to pause and give acknowledgement to our newly elected as well, Thornton Township Trustee Valeria Stubbs.
Good evening, everyone. Was that my cane? I'll pick it up. So just want to say, hey, everybody. Again, want to congratulate Clean House 2025 for the wonderful job that you guys have been doing, the work that you have put in, and the work that you're going to continuously do. So just know that we're going to stay on you guys like we've been staying on here, and we just want to make sure that you guys know what the plan is, that you just do what you have to do to get our village back up and working and running. As far as the St. Patrick's restaurant, I went there Friday as well. Very nice establishment. I haven't been out in a long time because of a lot of things that I've been going through. So me getting out this Friday was actually like a breath of fresh air. Beautiful scenery, beautiful environment. Met up with one of the residents. I know she's watching my live. Hey, but it was nice. It was something that we needed for this community. And I think that their vision that they had, it was truly put forth in the work that you see and the establishment that was built. I know that it was ugly when they started, but it's here, so we have to give them an opportunity to be able to be successful and to thrive in our community, because we need this. It is a truly a nice restaurant, and the prices are not even that expensive either. That's what blew me away, because it was affordable. And that's something that, when we have people that do come to our community, they can eat something that's affordable, that's like Tinley Park or Oil and Prices, and they get a really nice picturesque, is that a word? I don't know. But they get a nice picturesque vibe. So I just think that we definitely can work with them, continue to work with them. Everybody, if you do litter, don't in Dolton. Please stop. So you guys have a great day, and Clean House 2025. Thank you.
All right.
So adorable.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Thelma Price, and I just want to say congratulations to Mayor House and my trustees. You guys did a great job, and I especially want to thank the residents of Dolton that showed out, because I happened to work the polls. But I don't know if I'm the only one in the room. I've been asleep since the election been over. I've been in bed. I can't get out the bed. I had to get out the bed for this meeting, but I'm just so ready, and I'm just so grateful that Jason Mayor House. Now, I've been calling you that for 2 years. I was speaking that early, but I'm so glad that Mayor House and the trustees thought of a tea with the trustee, where they're going to have a therapist to come in, because the people that have fought in this fight for so long, it was very emotional. It was a time that I had a meltdown with Jason, and I was like, oh my God, I had a meltdown, and we all know Jason, he like this. Yeah. I'm like this. So I think it's important that we try to heal and not take old baggage into our new journey. So I feel that in my heart. We have to heal and let things go. It is what it is. Hey, we won, so we got to get our village back together, and we're going to be okay. We are going to be okay. Look who we got as our leader. Mayor House and the trustees. We got the best. So that's all I want to say. I'm babysitting. My granddaughter's out of town, but I could not miss this meeting, so I had to bring my buddy with me. So y'all have a good evening. Thank you.
So adorable.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I felt compelled to come up here because I was not at the victory party, and I have to congratulate every single person on this slate, in addition to Trustee Avant. And I was saying, that's going to be so weird. We call her Miss Mary or Mama Mary. Now I have to call her Trustee Avant. So congratulations, Ms. Avant. Valerie Stubbs, congratulations. I'm so excited for the township, for the village of Dolton. And I also want to say, there's a lot of people that's been in this fight, but first, let me also thank the pioneers in this fight. Dan Lee, Camille, Thelma Price, Valerie Stubbs, Miss Mary, I forget your name, is it Angela? Okay, and I mean, just everyone that was, in it from the beginning. Karen, JB, the juice was worth the squeeze. I mean, because here we are today. They've endured so much, but to persevere. Trustee Steve, I'm so excited. He had this smile that was so bright. I'm like, but I was just so excited. His smile just made everything worth it. So, but I also want to say, make sure you guys are patient with this administration. There's a lot of people saying, oh, they need to do this and they need to do that. They know what they need to do. That's why we voted them in this position. They know what they need to do. Give them a chance to do it without, people trying to direct them. You don't know what things have to be done before other things can be done. So give them a chance to just lead and do what, you guys elected them to do. So it's a new day, and I'm excited for everyone. Have a good evening.
All
All right, good evening, Dolton. My name is Jalen G. Thompson. I'm based out of the Village of Evergreen Park, but I'm representing the Thompson family, which has lived off the 144 block of pretty much, it was multiple blocks. So Sibley, Kent Park, everything like that. They've been in this town since 1991. So first of all, to everyone who's here, let's give a round of applause to the trustees. The next thing I want to make it clear was, of course, we know Miss Henyard's not here. There's a reason to that. But main thing I want you guys to pay attention of and focus from here on out is when you're doing something, if you're in a fight, stick it till the end. Because now you got a whole new administration. They know what they're doing. They got experience. And you also, let's think about it. I had to give you guys a round of applause because y'all fight this fight. You've seen everything, Thornton Township, the Village of Dolton. The Village of Dolton is gonna have a brand new day. Today is a brand new day because the fact is, you've got a whole administration that's gonna bring brand new businesses to this town, so let's make it real. Thornton Township's in good hands too. Marriott Bond, Ms. Stubbs, everyone is here, so you got everything you need to know. As far as I see it, well, and Jason, we had talked earlier for the first time. The Village of Evergreen Park, because that's where I'm raised out of and I was born in. We stand with you guys because we look at it as you guys need support. So we're going to show you guys that same type of support. The same amount of love that you gave to everyone else, we'll give it to you guys. That's great. So thank you guys for letting me talk. That's it. You guys have a good evening.
I wanted to take a moment to, of course, say congratulations to the mayor, to the clerk, to all of the trustees. Congratulations to Sister Mary Avon, Sister Valerie Stubbs, where is she? Congratulations. And look, sis, you can still put that mama trustee on there. You don't have to just call her, if you used to call her mama, you can put that mama trustee on there. That's all you gotta do. My name is Pastor Fleshman. I pastor a church here in the Village of Dolton at 14540 Lincoln Avenue. I actually went to the military from 15139 Chicago Road in 1986. That was my address in 1986. And my parents had the house, and then my sister had the home, and then I think about 5 years ago, they recently sold the home. So Dolton Church has been here for 16 years now. Brother Lee, I wanted to let you know that we are already working on a tutoring program with District 205. Okay, I've already talked with the superintendent, the assistant superintendent. I'm already in contact with some staff members. We are asking for volunteers though. We're asking for all educators. I mean, even if you're not an educator, but you want to come in and you want to help out students, we're asking for all volunteers. I'm sure you can grab my number from one of the trustees or see, like that's Deacon Trustee Stanley Brown at the end. See him at the end, but Brother Lee, we are already working on that, but we do need the support, okay? The other thing I wanted to mention is that, Mary, I promise you that I will stand with you and hold them accountable. I will not allow them to come and trash up this community. And I believe that St. Patrick's heart is right. I believe that their mindset is correct. I believe it's what we need. And so let's stand together. You can call me. Just don't call me at 2 or 3. I don't get paid, so not in the morning. I mean, not about something that's going on. I don't get paid. Prayer, fine. But, and then the last thing is this. All right, got you. I just saw this on TV. They got this new birth control out for the rats. Have you seen it? Maybe they can bring that and that'll work. But lastly, and I won't take all my time, mental health is real.
Yeah.
And we've been in a battle for a long time. Clean houses come, but now clean house must even end. Because clean house is still a clique. Clean house is still a group of people that came together, and so now we must become one dog. Yeah. With that love that I read about in the beginning,
Reached 3 minute mark.
That's it, 3 minutes. Thanks.
I didn't want to stop you, but I know when the pastor gets on the roll.
Flashman, we Dalton United now.
We transition.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Angela Russell. I'm a newer resident to Dalton. I purchased a home here in December 2021. You all's initiation is crazy. I did not know everything that was going on until the last couple of years, and I've learned a lot thanks to all the information you guys have provided, both good and not so good. I've had an opportunity to speak with a few of you already about being happy that there's a mental health initiative. I work with a mental health program at Vision Unlimited, and I've actually already, met with some of your faith leaders already to provide additional supports for communities in Dolton Township and other communities in surrounding areas. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to be a part of, me personally, more a part of all the great things happening in Dolton and Dolton Township, as well as professionally to offer mental health supports. So I'll be in contact with everyone. I've already talked to Ms. Clark, so we will be in contact. We've already working with some of your faith leaders to make sure that we can provide the actual additional mental health supports that we all need, not just because of what we've been going through as a village, but even our personal lives. So congratulations to all of you. My first in-person meeting, but I have been very supportive behind the scenes. And I'm happy that the tone of these meetings has significantly changed with the leadership that we have. And I'm looking forward to what we have to do together as a community.
All right.
I want to say thanks to everybody for the comments. That will conclude citizens' address. And next, we will go right into general announcements. So I'll ask any board member if they have comments at this time.
May I be recognized?
Absolutely, Trustee Belcher.
Ooh, I got a lot. Thank y'all. First off, I would like to say thank you, Village of Dolton, for re-electing me for your trustee. I am grateful for all of the support. I am so glad that our community has come together. Dolton United, that's our new movement. Dolton United, that's our new movement. I will continue to be the representative that I have been, making sure that I'm held accountable for everything. So please keep me to that word. We have special edition, Tea with the Trustees, April 12th, Changing the Narrative in Dolton, Healing Together, Mental Wellness and Resilience After a Community Trauma. LaSonda Wilkins will be the guest speaker. It will be April 12th from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. right here in the Lester Long Field House. So Tea with the Trustee will be a special edition because through these 3.5 years, we have all went through some trauma. This has been very traumatic to our community. And so we want to start the healing process. Also on April 29th, April 26th, we have Recycle Day. Recycle Day will be at 14122 Martin Luther King Drive from 9 a.m. to 12. If you have anything that needs to be recycled, it's not a shred event, it's recycle because people call it about shredding. It's recycling small electronics, things of that nature, styrofoam, paper, small furniture. It's on the list. I have a flyer, but it's a recycle event, 9 a.m. to 12. Then we have Prayer for Dolton, April 23rd. So we will continue Prayer for Dolton. We do it quarterly. We last met at Pastor Fleshman's Church in Abundant Living Christian Church. This time we will be at New Life Celebration. I'm trying to find the flyer, y'all, because they got me with 12,000 flyers. Okay, New Life Celebration, Wednesday, April 23rd, 6:30 p.m. with Reverend Kimberly Short and Reverend Talvin Short will be hosting the Dolton prayer. And then we also have other pastors from in the community that will be there. So every quarter, we will continue to do Dolton prayer. This is just for us to come together. We just can't stop right now. We're doing it before. We got to keep it consistent because we need prayer in the community that strengthens us. So we need to continue to be on one accord. The last thing I have is community game night. Trustee Norwood invaded my space, but we would have beer, and spades. See, y'all didn't even want it, but no. Beer, and spades community game night will be April 25th. It will start at 6 p.m. at 14200 Martin Luther King Drive. A lot of people have been coming out. It's just a good time. Good time for the community. It's free. We have light refreshments, but it's just for us as a community to keep getting together. So those are the announcements I have for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Belcher. Congratulations again. Anybody else comments?
I do.
Trustee Norwood.
Hello. Okay. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Right. I would like to thank everyone. We couldn't say it enough. I say it all the time. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go to far, go as a team. And that's what we have with Don't United. So this is super exciting for us. I'm just so excited today because I was able to go into Village Hall and actually meet with some residents today. And they have a nice office set up. So guys, come in and come visit us. It was really uplifting, I would say that. So that's exciting. I do have several announcements. One is our taxes and insurance seminar. So typically every year I bring our Dolton Township tax assessor, Cassandra Elston, to come out, and she makes it easier for residents to come to one location and just make sure that your tax exemptions are in place. A lot of times residents don't know that just because you have a tax exemption this year doesn't mean that you'll have it next year. Doesn't mean that it hasn't fallen off. So sometimes what happens is the exemption will fall off and residents are wondering why their taxes increase. So it's extremely important that you keep your exemptions in place. For seniors, we want to make sure that you are receiving your senior tax freezes or your senior tax exemptions. So come out, guys, and make sure that your tax exemptions are in place. That'll be April 9th, Wednesday, April 9th, from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And it'll be at our Clean House headquarters. So right there at 14200 Martin Luther King Drive, come in and just make sure that way you don't have to go to the township to catch it. You can catch it right here in Dolton. Then for our Dolton Park District, our favorite park district, we have the exciting spring egg hunt. It's April 12th from 12 to 1 p.m. Participants will be divided into age groups, kindergarten through 8th, and they'll hunt for golden egg prizes. It is a free community event, guys, and if you all have any questions, feel free to call Dolton Park at 708-841-2111. They'll also have the Join the Fun. So if you have any children in the home, you can register them for flag football. You can go to www.doltonparkdistrict.org, or you can contact Dolton, and registration is from March the 17th through April the 6th, guys. So make sure you give them a call. And last but not least, I'd like to thank our favorite high school, Thornridge High School, for allowing me to host our very first job fair for Thornridge students this Wednesday. So it's extremely important. Some of the youth are graduating. They'll have their decision day soon. And it's important that they have jobs for the summer because we would like to keep them busy. That's the goal. So I thank them. I thank all the vendors that'll come out and have live interviews so that the youth can apply on the spot. And we have career opportunities available. So we do have our local Soul Works located in Dolton, and they have electrician apprenticeship that we like the community to know about, just for those who, we know that college isn't for everyone, but we like to let the students know that there are options. So our youth empowerment program is still hanging in there and is going to be back and better. If you are an employer and you are hiring, please feel free to contact me. My number is 708-968-4297. We can never have enough jobs for the children, guys. And then last but not least, the Chicago Sky Game has resumed. Every year I have Sky Game tickets. So you all can feel free to send me an email to see, to register for the tickets. bnorwood@Dolton.org. We all know that a family that goes and enjoy a basketball game together stays together. So thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Trustee Norwood.
Mayor Pro Tem, may I be recognized?
Absolutely, Trustee Tammy Brown.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I also want to say congratulations to our Clean House team. Love working with these guys. I couldn't see it any other way. So I want to say congratulations to them again. Also, my announcement for this evening is Scouting for Food. 2025 Scouting for Food, helping communities in Illinois and Indiana. Every spring, the scouting community from Pathways to Adventure Council mobilizes across Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana to gather food for their neighbors in need. Last year, we collected over 15,000 pounds of food. This year, Scouts will canvass their neighborhoods to distribute informational door hangers on April the 26th. They will return the following weekend to collect donations of non-perishable, non-expired items to support local food pantries. We have a Boy Scouts unit right here in the village of Dolton, and they're out of New Life Celebration Church right here at 142nd and Dante. We will also have a drop box in Village Hall if you want to donate any non-perishable items. They're going to distribute this food right here in the village of Dolton. So we have a lot of people that are in need, and these young men want to do something here in the village of Dolton. So I hope that we can get everyone's support to drop off some non-perishable items in the village of Dolton. I definitely will have a box posted there, and we will look for everyone in this room to help us out. Thank you so much. It's going to be in Village Hall. I'm going to have a drop box there. And then they're going to collect it, and then they're going to distribute it. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Trustee Tammy. Trustee Stan Brown.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's more than an honor to sit here in front of you again. There's so many things that's going on, and sitting up here next to a Happy Monday, she keeps a lot of fire going. So it's going to be a lot of fun going through this here road. And then Brother Ed Steve, we're going to be sitting together, young man, and we got a lot to do. I just like to say most churches, their doors are open on Sundays and maybe a Wednesday. But Pastor Fletcher and myself, we've been talking about this for about the past 6 years. We want to open up Abundant Living Christian Center church anywhere from 5 to 7 days a week, because there's so many different programs that we're looking to implement. With Commissioner Harris back there, and along with other commissioners and the superintendent, Courtney White, they're looking to do adult and youth softball out here in the main park here. So that's with coming. And we're going to have it at Abundant Living Christian Center. We're working on it right now. We're trying to get some things together. We will have master plumbers, master electricians, and master carpenters will be coming, working out of Abundant Living Christian Center church. So we want to have our church doors open. We're going to work with anywhere from youth to seniors that want to pick up any type of a trade. And also we will be having Mr. Calvin Jerry, Master Taylor. He will be coming out working with clothes designing. So all those things are forthcoming, and it's a good feeling to know that we got a good government agreement with the Park District and the village and the churches that is coming on board. So we have a whole lot of things that's coming. Dolton residents, I hope everyone put your seatbelt on, because Dan Lee said it's like a breath of fresh air. appreciate you, Dan Lee, for them kind of words, and that's definitely what we do need. And I did hear something about we need mental health here, somebody to come, or we've been through some drama. So things are looking good, shaping good, going in a good direction. And also, Trustee Tammy, you didn't speak on the solar electric.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. You can.
No, that's your baby. I'm working with you on that. So it's so many things that's going on and so many things we're trying to remember, we're trying to do. So I don't know if there's enough days in the week for us to get all these things done, but it's just so much that we would like to give to our residents of the village of Dolton. So thank you for showing up and what's that, showing out? So whatever that is, appreciate you ladies and gentlemen for coming out. And I ask again, give this board a chance to do these things that we're governed to do. Because definitely we're here because we want to do it. So if Tammy, if you can speak on that solar electric, that's a hot ticket. I hate for that to get away.
Okay. Well, I have two things. First, I want to say condolences to the deputy chief, the fire chief of Calumet City, who had passed away, and his services were this past weekend, correct, Ed? So we want to give our condolences to the deputy chief of Calumet City. Also, as Trustee Stan Brown spoke about, we have the Millennium Solar Electric Academy, which will also be at the job fair. As Trustee Norwood stated, a lot of kids are not college bound, not college material. So we want to be able to offer them something else besides going to college. The Millennium Solar Electric Academy is at the Old Standard Bank. It's an apprenticeship program, and it actually starts out, it's a 4-year program. It starts out with making $21 an hour. Once they're done with their 4 years of training, they make $99 an hour. And we are currently working, I work there part-time, so we are currently working on a project. We are in the process of assisting building a solar farm at Olive Harvey College. So I think it's a great thing, and it's just not for our young adults, it's for older ones too. And we also have young women that also participate in that program. It's a great program, solar electrician, and it's a lot of things that are going to be generated by solar. So we're going clean green, and we want to bring that here to Dolton, clean green. So stop by and visit. I'm normally there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 10 a.m. So you definitely can stop by for a tour of the Solar Electric Academy. Thank you.
Thank you
And
very
just
much.
add back on there.
Okay, so I'll have
just I'm
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
Just one more thing to add on there, ladies and gentlemen. We're right now in the situation. We have individual elected officials on just about everything that's going on throughout the township. So I say residents, don't hesitate in touching bases, because we got trustees from the village of Dolton. We got park commissioners. I didn't see you back there, Ms. Sandra Wells, Commissioner of Dolton Park. We got school board members, 205, 148, 149. Ms. Moody's back there, just been back reelected for the school board district 205. Congratulations, Ms. Moody. So we have a lot of connections going on, ladies and gentlemen. So we're supposed to get a lot of stuff happening here in the village of Dolton. And I'm waiting for you to come to church, Mr. Elmer Price.
All right.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Okay,
That's all
thank
right.
you.
Thanks, Trustee Stan. A couple of quick notes as well from myself. I want to thank Dolton Park District, as always, for the use of the space and the partnership that they've been given to us over the past years. I see President Commissioner Willis Harris and Commissioner Sandra Wells, who want to say thank you very much for your ongoing partnership. We also want to mention that we're pleased to announce, and it's been open for a little bit, but we have the doors to Village of Dolton have officially been open for residents to walk in and handle their business in a nice and secure space. I also want to make sure that I acknowledge, because we've talked about the fight and the trauma that's gone on over the last few years, but we don't give enough credit to the hardworking employees who are here in this room that have endured the same level of confusion and dysfunction. So I want to take a moment and ask everybody to give a round of applause to the employees for the Village of Dolton for what they've done. Another congratulations that I have to give is to my brother that did not have a moment to speak his piece yet and didn't come up to the podium, Edward Steve, for his newly elected position to come back on. I really want to thank everybody in the community for coming up and showing out in the numbers that they did, and just for casting a vote. Our numbers in the primary were significantly higher than the last time. Our numbers in the general were slightly up, but we always want to encourage that vote. That means so much that everybody's voice is heard, and I mean everybody, whether they voted for myself or members of the Clean House ticket or any opponent. We really need those voices to be heard. Those who are with us, we appreciate that support. Those who are not with, we appreciate the encouragement that there's still another level that we need to go to, and we're going to keep working until we get there. I think that now it's time that we, of course, come together. The elections this last few years have brought out the worst in many people. And how could it not? I appreciate that the community has come together. We stood up for one another. And now we want to make sure that we acknowledge no matter whom anybody voted for, whether it is the Clean House team or another, we are now just here to serve every resident, and the days of retaliation and blowback are over. So I think Pastor Fleshman kind of stole the thunder a little bit as we talked about. Clean House has been more than just myself and clerk and this board of trustees. Clean House has become this community, and through the coming days and weeks, you will begin to see that we will be transitioning that name to one new name and hashtag that will be coming out as Dolton United, that represents the family that we've become. So be on the lookout for more things that will be coming under the Dolton United branding. So having said that, I don't try to be long-winded. I feel like I don't have a lot to say. We just got a lot to do. So I'm going to go on into next on our agenda, which is the village clerk's report.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem House. Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure, because sometimes I tend to push the mic away from me, so I just wanted to make sure. Again, I want to thank everyone for supporting me for another term as clerk of the Village of Dolton, and I look forward to working with you guys closer. Things that I was not able to do last term, I've already started working on them now, and I look forward to getting some things done that have been kind of a setback for the past 4 years. Moving forward, one of the things is being able to prepare this agenda for this meeting. I have not always been able to do it, which is part of my job as clerk, to prepare the agenda and a few other things, but it's all good now, so I don't have to go into details. But I just want to ask the Board of Trustees to approve the minutes for the March 3rd, 2025 regular board meeting.
Is there a motion to approve the meeting minutes as read?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Hearing the motion, trustee Norwood, second by trustee Stan Brown. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher,
Aye.
Trustee Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you very much, Board.
Any additional announcements?
I said
They just, okay, all right. Next, we'll be moving on. We do not have a village administrator's report for this evening. Did we get an engineer's report? I don't believe we got one of those. We'll go to the department reports. I'll start off with the fire department. We have Deputy Chief Calhoun.
Okay.
Thank you, Mayor, House, trustees, Madam Clerk, all the residents. I didn't have a whole lot to say, but I did want to make sure that I really, something that's near and dear to my heart is my smoke detectors. I want you to have them. All right. So please, you're on your home, you're in an apartment, or whatever you have, call us at the fire department to get a smoke detector installed into your house. You can call me or just you can call Trustee Belcher. All right, so we really want to do that. we will be acknowledging some of our firefighters for some work that they've done, and these guys have been really kicking butt on a lot of stuff they do, including doing their job. So you'll be hearing about them being rewarded pretty soon, as well as we have programs and initiatives that we're starting, especially with the public education. And I think they already kicked that off with the seniors. And so we are really going to be moving, and we're going to be collaborating a lot, even with the police department. And we're going to be doing a lot of things together. And you're going to see a little difference in what we do besides coming to your house with a big red truck all the time. All right. So thank you, and you guys have a good day.
All right, thank you very much, Chief. I want to see, do we have anybody with the police department that want to add a report? Okay. You don't want to read? Okay, no report from the police. I'm sorry, Clerk Key had an announcement as well.
Okay, it's not an announcement, it's basically acknowledgement. And I have to acknowledge my deputy clerk, because without her, there are so many things that would not have been able to get done. I would not have been able to focus on this as much as I did if she didn't hold the fort. Her job is not 9 to 5, it's like from 9 to 9, right? Because she never stops working. So, you know, she has to get acknowledged for the things that she helped this entire team up here to get things done when we were out here on the front line fighting for our community. So I just have to give her a special acknowledgement.
Yeah. That's our deputy clerk.
Okay, I will see, we do we have a public works? Not at this time, the water department. So I believe that's going to conclude our department reports. I'll go next into the reading of, or at requesting approval for our warrant list. So first, I'm going to start off with the electronic payments warrant list with the date on it of February 28th, 2025. Corporate payments of $8,763.88. Water fund payments $391,451.73. Total payments on this register $400,215.61. I'll ask if there's a motion for approval.
I make a motion to approve the electronic warrant list.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Hearing a motion by Trustee Belcher and a second by Trustee Norwood. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next we have the accounts payable warrant list dated April 7th, 2025, with corporate payments of $880,061.77. Gross payroll from May 7th, $422,579.07. Gross payroll March 21st, $415,301.15. Melanie Fitness Center payments, $1,244.32. Total payments on this register, $1,719,186.31. Is there a motion to approve the bills as read?
I make a motion to approve the AP warrant list.
Second.
Okay, hearing a motion by Trustee Belcher and second by Trustee Stan Brown. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, Clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, no, there is no old business. Under new business, we have the discussion of approval for MABA's 24 auto aid agreement. I'll ask Deputy Chief if you elaborate on this for the community.
Okay, Mayor, with the Mavis Division Auto Aid, Mavis stands for Mutual Aid Box Alarm System. And this is where it's a mutual aid system where other towns come in to help us in our time of need. So if we have a structure fire, we have an accident where we have to pull somebody out of a car or anything like that, or a hazardous material incident, we actually have other towns to come in and help us. And right now, that agreement expands as far as, I think, 21 communities that all come if they're called, or there's specialty units that come in to help us perform these tasks. So that's what that's for.
Thank you very much. So I will ask for a motion to approve the auto aid agreement. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Hearing a motion by trustee Norwood, second by trustee Belcher. Any discussion? Hearing none. Oh, clerk, trustee Belcher.
How long is that agreement, Calhoun? It's annually? Okay.
Any further discussion? If not, clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
trustee Norwood,
Aye.
trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
trustee Belcher,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next on the agenda is a discussion around a forensic audit and placing an RFP out for the village of Dolton. That's trustee Belcher.
Good evening, everyone, again. I placed this on the agenda for discussion for a forensic audit coming into the new term, the new administration. It will give us some clarity on what we don't know. And I'm asking if we can place a referendum, an RFP to get some quotes of how much it's gonna cost. And I know that a lot of people are, oh, it may cost so much. It's better to pay than to wait until we're a year down the line and still finding out things that we didn't know about. So with the scope of this forensic audit would be the police department, the water department, the housing department, just in reference to make sure that we know what's happening. And then we can start tackling how we can start fixing it. So the referendum would, I don't know why I keep saying referendum, the RFP, I know. I'm thinking about something in my head I don't want to talk about, but the RFP would be submitted to the clerk, but it would go on the website. So people can go on the website and get all of the details that they know a company or something that can help it, but we will be in search of companies that can do a forensic audit for the village and getting the pricing for it.
Okay, would you like to make a formal motion for us to move this one forward?
Yes, I'm asking for a formal.
Okay, you're making that right now. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, I hear the motion from trustee Belcher and second from trustee Tammy Brown. Any further discussion on this? Hearing none, I'll ask Clerk Key for a roll call, please.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
trustee Norwood,
Aye.
trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
trustee Belcher,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next on the agenda is a motion to override Mayor Henyard's de facto veto of the following business liquor licenses and allow Mayor Pro Tem House to sign said licenses that have been approved by the corporate authorities. I'll name the ones listed. I'm actually going to ask for an amended motion, and I will read. There are several businesses that we need to add into this as well, or I'm asking that we add into this. So I'll go through those really slowly so that they can be transcribed and everybody's aware. So I'm asking for Born to Explore Development Center, 1021 East Sibley, Calumet Conservation Club, 14736 Beachview, Community Leadership for Children and Families, 14818 Chicago Road, Dream World Furniture, 1113 Sibley, Illinois Action for Children, 729 Ingle, J World Beauty, 1221 Sibley, Patco, 14622 Lakeside, PMR Illinois Holdings, which is at 600-618 Sibley, Sharks of Dolton, 14150 Lincoln, SSG Dolton, 14900 Woodlawn, the Polkman Company and International, 1000 Sibley, so 1000 Sibley, BTR Way CDL Training School, 14220, Marine Services, 14001 Cottage Grove, RE World 1040 Maryland. Let me see, I think there were a couple of additions. BTR, KMET Leadership, Dream World. Which one is that? Looks like all of these right here. 44? Okay. Oh, Marine Services.
It's on there.
That's on there too? Okay, yep, that would be all of them. Okay, yeah, those, so I ask for a motion to approve those.
It's on this.
Am I missing one? Looking at this list. This is the same, this is the same as this. Okay. You know the name here? Yeah. Okay, and 44 East Sibley. So we want to add that as well. So I'll ask, is there a motion to approve the business licenses as read into record?
Motion.
Okay, a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Hear a motion by trustee Stan Brown, second by trustee Tammy Brown. Any discussion? No discussion, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
trustee Norwood,
Aye.
trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
trustee Belcher,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay. Next on the agenda is item D, motion to accept Premier Bank's offer to bring Public Works leases current. I'll ask Attorney McGrath to elaborate.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Actually, for item D and E, I'd ask for a short executive session just to go over the terms.
Okay, so we'll move those to executive session and we'll vote after. Item F is a motion to approve ordinance 25-001, providing the commencement of terms for the officers elected at the April 1st, 2025 election for the Village of Dolton. That sounds important. So is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion, trustee Belcher, second, trustee Tammy Brown. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, Clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
trustee Norwood,
Aye.
trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
trustee Belcher,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, item G was added in addition to item C, so that has been covered. Next, we would have executive session. Is there a motion that we go into executive session?
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
That's to
There a
address,
motion?
for the purpose of pending and threat litigation.
Okay, thank you very much. We got trustee Belcher made the motion, trustee Stan Brown with the second. Clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
trustee Norwood,
Aye.
trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
trustee Belcher,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned for executive session at 7:47 PM.